Hey folks, Duke CT here back once again, and boy, what a Royal Rumble, huh? What a great Royal Rumble. It's funny. It's just I knew that The Rock was going to win at the Royal Rumble, and I wasn't upset at that. What have you? Because I knew. I mean, it was a better match than Rock. Rock and Punk have a little more of a better chemistry than Cena and Rock did at WrestleMania last year. I'm not going to be that upset with the CM Punk losing the title. We all know this was going to happen. But to me, the Royal Rumble match, placed in the middle of the card again, because, that was the one that really pissed me off for a couple of reasons. One, why in the world they put it there? They put it there, honestly, the reason why they put it there, the Royal Rumble match there, was to get the Cena win out the way. People wouldn't like that, so they get The Rock winning the match so people can go home happy. Okay, I could get that. But to me, it is always, the Royal Rumble match should always, and I mean always, end the pay-per-view. Because after the Royal Rumble, it just seems like, after that big brawl, or what have you, and people are just they're tired. They're not going to say, "Oh my goodness, man, that was great." What? There's more? No, it's just the crowd is basically dead, and they all want to go home. Because the Royal Rumble match is like the big finale. That match should not be the second to last match. That match should be the last match, because it feels like it's a combination of it. It is the main match. This is the match that gives you a shot to go to WrestleMania to go get a championship opportunity. And honestly, there were a lot of interesting things happening in this Royal Rumble. Bo Dallas. I never heard of this Bo Dallas guy. I don't watch NXT. Maybe I should. But I want to get my thoughts on it, because dude lasted longer than Zack Ryder and Daniel Bryan. So WWE must be really high on him, and he looks like he's going to be in a feud with Wade Barrett. For the Intercontinental title. It would be nice, actually bringing up some actually good young guy, and people, hopefully this might actually be good for someone like this, a new young guy from NXT to show for it. It'd be really nice. But to me, the main problem with the Royal Rumble, and this was the main one, is how they killed Ryback. Ryback cannot come back from this, because this was his moment. This was his year. And honestly, I feel that if Ryback would have won the Royal Rumble, and maybe CM Punk would have won against The Rock, I would have been okay with that. In fact, I would switch the whole thing again. Have The Rock lose to CM Punk via shenanigans or what have you, and everything else, and have him continue on to WrestleMania, and have him lose to Ryback, who wins the Royal Rumble. And that could have been a huge star-making moment for a guy who truly needs it. He needs a break. He doesn't need to be. I mean, this guy is over as hell. Casuals like him. Everybody likes Ryback. Some likes him. Some people don't like him. What have you? But whatever. He is the main star. He is on the cusp for being a main eventer right there. He is just this close away. In the last pay-per-views, he has lost. He lost with nefarious means in both Survivor Series and Hell in a Cell. And he lost to the Shield. Didn't take the pinfall, but his team lost. And now this. I mean, now in the Royal Rumble, he came out at number 30. A place that, let's be honest, didn't really hold any type of, besides John Cena winning a couple years ago, it's not really a lucky position. This could have been his moment. This could have been the greatest moment in his career. Instead, it's gone to a guy, John Cena, again, because, God forbid, John Cena doesn't get another championship opportunity. God forbid we have to see another John Cena Rock match, basically just having him deadlift The Rock 500 times during the match. Because I love to see that. I love watching that live and what have you. I mean, seriously, people, is this what people want to see? Another rematch mania? Because it looks like it. It looks like it. It looks like it's going to be CM Punk. It's going to be, I don't know what he's going to be doing. Someone just say he's going to be against The Undertaker or something, which I don't see that happening. I wouldn't be surprised if that didn't happen. Well, I mean, Ryback, him and Big Show, what's the stakes? What's going to be the more important? Where's the consequences? What have you? Ryback has a great moment, but to me, his star is died. He is done. Ryback is completely and utterly done. Because this was his moment. Heck, I would have taken Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, anybody. Anyway, hell, I would have taken Goldust at this point as a Royal Rumble winner. At least be something interesting and new. Hell, Bo Dallas. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? The guy coming out of nowhere and actually wins the Royal Rumble. How's that would have been interesting? Instead, we have John Cena, a guy who has already done everything, who already won numerous championships, who's already faced The Rock. It looks like he's going to face him again. It's just to me, this is a part of a major problem with WWE. It is just they just don't want to give that other guy the opportunity. And Ryback was there; he could have got that opportunity, and it really is a problem. And I don't see how the WWE is going to get that until maybe Cena has. I mean, I don't want to wish injury or anything else what happened with Cena, because Lord knows I don't want that. I'm not saying I don't want Cena to get hurt or anything else, but if Cena just basically just said screw it and left, who's going to be there to basically catch them when they fall? I mean, Ryback has no credibility left. The Miz, little to no credibility, as he's been jobbed to lower mid-card status. CM Punk, he's gonna be gone for like 2 or 3 years. He's gone. I think he's gonna retire like in a year and a half or so. And who else is there? Tell me. Daniel Bryan, maybe? They keep dicking with him around. Heck, I would have had Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble. That would have been more interesting. But you know what? I just don't. The WWE is just in this holding pattern, and they're not ready to do anything positive about it. They're not going to do anything about this. They're just stuck there. They're completely and utterly stuck in this position, and until they get their act together, they're not going to probably make any. People, they'll make some money, but in the long term, in the long view, it's going to hurt them. It is already hurting them. Because there are no big stars to take their places. And this is what, and when the WWE start, and it's gonna suck for a long while till they find their next John Cena or the next Hulk Hogan, to have you. I mean, as great as Vince McMahon is, as great as a genius as Vince McMahon is, he does this. He just latches onto one person and rides until the wheels fall off, and then when the wheels fall off, he keeps riding them until the whole car breaks down. There's nothing left, and then goes out and tries to find another one. And meanwhile, people just start leaving the bit. They just like, screw it. They want to change the channel. In fact, people are changing the channel right now. But you know what? I don't think WWE is going to get it until maybe some other guys, a competition. It'll be great for a competition like TNA or Ring of Honor, Chicago. Somebody can step up and just slap the taste out of WWE's mouth. But that's not going to happen. What sadly I see what's going to happen is that the WWE is going to basically impale themselves with their own sword, and they're going to completely and utterly just implode, and it's going to basically lead the pro wrestling world in a very negative state, and I don't think it's ever going to come back to it. It's never going to come back. But that's just my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. That's all I got to say about this Royal Rumble, about the Royal Rumble. I'll do a full review maybe next week after I finish my Marine 2 review. I'm almost done with that, but homework and all that good stuff. I'm going to pass my classes first. So, anyway, that's just it for me. This is Duke CT. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all. And hopefully next time I in front of this camera, it'll be something more positive, wrestling news or ride or something, but I highly doubt it. But, peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.